So guys, can I show you back into the video. In today's video is what if Alec was the protagonist, my favourite character. Now I originally did this video, but I lost the entire video itself. So for some reason it won't let me edit the video into one video, so I have to do this all over again. And yeah, let's begin. So Alec is the protagonist, and I don't think I'll spin for a villain, because I think it's just more interesting to kind of see how the story goes. And basically, the first episode is just a team swap. So, purple team, who gets swapped over. Ellie. Okay, so Ellie swaps for the teal team, purple team. Ellie gets put onto teal. And so Ellie. Sorry, do this for a sec. And the teal team. Who is it on the teal? It's Jake! That's interesting. Okay. That is really interesting. Because, what's really cool about it is Jake was originally the main antagonist for my video when I first did this. He was like third place, but he was really bad in it. Like, he was a real evil character in this version. He wasn't the same Jake that we all saw. And the question is, we flip a coin every time when we do this. So heads is purple team that win, tails it is teal team. Heads is purple, tails is teal. Heads, it's purple. Dice roll. For if certain challenges, we can roll for the character. So the purple team win the challenge, but it remains an elimination. So the purple team win the challenge, and we go into episode 2, which is lodged and loaded. But let's read what ChatGPT has decided for Alec as the protagonist. The hosts, Derek, Denver, and Jensen, welcome to campers. Tip us so I get the professionals. Alec, Ashley, Ellie, Lil, Gret, and Fiore. Alec introduces himself as trying to bond with Ashley and Gabby right away. Ellie takes charge early, acting as a natural leader. Alec respects her, but she's worried she might overshadow him. Confessional, Alec says, if I want to make it far, I'm going to have to prove I'm more than just a quiet one on the team. Teal comes off a little more chaotic with Nick cracking jokes, Miriam already rolling her eyes. Alec notices that afar Teal looks like a strong team and admits he's intimidated. The hosts announce typical ringing puzzle solving messy mud. Alec is nervous but sees this as a chance to prove himself. Alec steps up during the climbing wall and Gret gets over. Ashley is crushing the puzzle piece while Ellie keeps barking orders. Alec is naturally falling mud during Jake slows down the Teal while he can't keep up during the run. Dan will argue purple team win. Report out professional, he's stunned at the swap. I was just starting to feel like we had a groove. Now Ellie's gone, Jake's here. This game's just got complicated. When he feels like right unpredictable, I want to be last. Understanding I got sharpen maybe some allies fast. Okay. Episode 2 loaded. And what was episode? I said the wrong way around. Episode 2 lodged and loaded. Okay. So this is the first official elimination episode, alright? The first official. So, Let's see who wins. Heads purple team, tails teal team. Heads purple team. Purple team win the challenge. And elimination ceremony. Been teal team. So who gets eliminated in the teal team? Bruh. No. Tom. The challenge. But Tom takes the fall. Alright, so in my original timeline, basically Tom took the fall for Will. So I want to say it's the same thing, and this is where Jake kind of became vengeful. I think this is why Jake was such a villainous character. So Tom is the first person booted again. That is so sad. We've lost Tom twice, alright. Eliminated is Tom. Episode 3, Mazed and Confused. This is going to be another good episode. Alright. Alec. Not Ali. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'll have to go back in. We'll figure that out later, but at the moment, the Mazed challenge, we have to decide who did their fears. So it was only Alec. So who wins the challenge, alright? Who wins? Heads purple, tails teal. And it's Heads purple team is on fire, alright? The purple team are not holding back in this version. Now he's on teal, the challenge. Al Voltaires take himself from position, carrying the showing leadership. Grant and Jake struggle at first. Al encourages them. Jake keeps going out. Will keeps dropping on the side of the log, frustrating his team. Ellie yells at him. He gets frustrated. Tom tries to lighten the mood, but only distracts the team further. Teal loses. Property celebration. Alec feels like his role is growing. 2 wins in a row. Gabby gives Alec props. Alec starts on the mood. Tom is worried. He's being blamed too. Ellie pushes for Will to go, but Will deflects, throwing suspicions on Tom. The host stirs up drama. Teal loses the vote casters despite Will being the weak link. Tom takes the fall for Will, shifting the blame, and others see Tom as expendable. Tom's eliminated, gone, but I think Will should have been the one to leave. If he keeps blowing challenges, maybe Ellie can keep him in line, but honestly, I just hope Purple Team keep winning. The more I can figure out who really on my side. So episode 3 is Mazed and Confused. Mazed and Confused. Winner of challenge is eliminated is. So who wins? Alright, so heads is purple team, tails it's teal. So purple win. How many people failed their fears? Alright, 1 person fails. Purple team win the challenge. Purple team. So who goes home, alright? We're going to have a bit of a problem if it's only teal team that loses. I really don't know how this is going to go. So it's the same as canon. So they both drew for the exact same reasons as the original. Nick should be on the other team. Why is Nick on this team? So Nick's here. I think I messed up because Nick should not be on this team. It's Gret, alright. I can fix this. Swap teams, alright. So they actually swap teams. We fixed this now. Just ignore that. Pretend they were on the same team as they were in the original. And at this point, purple team is still winning. Alright. Alec's Protagonist reflects on the purple team, on the tail team. A distinct insurance challenge players spin around blindfold maze. Alec takes leadership again. Jake crashes into the wrong path, but Alec directs him last seconds. Fiore and Ashley nail the puzzle piece. Purple wins again. Drew gets disoriented in the maze, repeatedly going the wrong way. Nick teases him instead of helping him. Ellie and Miriam argue over the puzzle pieces, wasting time. Theo loses. Nick is half-hearted, defends Drew, but Miriam argues with Ellie. Drew realizes he's on the chopping block. Time in a row. House and Alice are moving teams. Purple reacting Cabby grounds. Ashley is uncertain. Alec admits in confessional Nick is funny, but he takes things seriously. Gret's on teal. That's either a blessing or a disaster. Probably both. Episode 4. So in episode 4, slip and slide, alright? Slip and slide. The original video I had the wheel, but I think it's more interesting if I leave the channels. Because I could really make this quite interesting, to be honest. So there's 5 rounds. Basically, slip and slide. So it's a versus then. Winner of challenge. Versus. Okay, so versus. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 people on this team. Which person is not competing on teal? Number 1. And that is Alec. Of course, it's the protagonist, alright? So, we've got Ashley versus Will. Gabby versus Dan. Lil versus Miriam. Nick versus Ellie. Fiore versus Gret. So, who wins the challenge? Heads, purple, tails, teal. So heads, purple. The purple team win again. Despite the fact Alec does not even get to compete in this challenge. That's so sad. Alec doesn't even get to compete and he's already makes his team win, alright? So, who is going home? Alright, so which one of these characters are going to elimination? It's Will. Okay. find out, Tom took the blame in episode 2. So Will, I have to say, in my original timeline, Will was like top 4, actually. It was Dan, Jake, and Gret, and Will. Like, they were the top 4, so I do think it's quite interesting. Ellie's still here. I do love Ellie's character. And Miriam, they're my favourite on this team. Alec just gets an automatic spot in the finale. And we move on to episode 5. Yes, Breaking My Heart. So, Breaking My Heart is a double. Yeah, this is another double elimination. So, let's see. I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to show you the important notes. And let's see Alec's version of the story. Okay. Alec opens a confessional. Protein's like, oh, I'm proud, but I can't tell the team it's falling apart. Honestly, I almost feel bad for them. With Nick now purple, Alec enjoys his energy, but worries he clashes with the Gabby, who wants everyone to stay focused, alright? So Ashley versus Will, Ashley wins easily purple. Close goal edges Dan's out 2. Will, Miriam, finally 2-1. Okay, I'm not quite sure how Miriam would beat Lil, but I guess she tripped, we can say. Nick stumbles but recovers barely, beating Ellie 3-1. Alec laughs impressed and Nick is a wild card, but maybe he's got skill after all. Fury and Gret. Fury surprises everyone by sliding, staying focused, bouncing. Purple team win again. Celebrates in confessional, alright. Miriam brings up the room that Tom was blamed for Will's mistake back in the day. Will pleads his case, but Gret and push him to go. The votes. Will is eliminated. I should have gone instead of Tom, I guess. Karma catches up. Will's gone. Teal's weaker. Everyone's in the host. Right, I'm going to ride the streak as far as I can go. Episode 5. Breaking My Heart. Alright. That is the name of the episode. Yeah, Breaking My Heart. Okay. So, I did it last time where if Alec wins the challenge for his team, I'm going to have him pick someone to eliminate because this is a double. And then the rest of them vote. So, baking. Alright. Alec has the power, alright? Heads, it's purple. Tails, it's teal. I'm really concerned with the teal team right now. Alright, purple team win again for the 5th time in a row. Purple team. Elimination. It is. Alec chooses which teal member goes home. Elimination ceremony. So damn, Alec gets to pick. Okay, Alec gets to pick out of these 4 people. That's only going to be 2 people. That's wild, alright? We're going to have 2 people at the end of this. No. No. You had to do it to me, didn't you? It had to be Ellie. To be honest, I was going to say Ellie would have been our main antagonist, but I don't know who it is now. Oh, it's Miriam. Wow, Gret is still here. And Dan. Of all people, who would have imagined Miriam and Dan, alright? Not Miriam, Gret and Dan. It just really... Oh, dude. 4 wins in a row, I don't want to say out loud. Our purple team might be the best team in history. If we keep this up, 2 teams going to eat alive fast. Honestly, that might be good for me. Our purple team, Nick cracks jokes, making the Alec meditates. Okay. Alec's help coordination and creating the team. Victory, Alec confession that I don't cook, but I know how to. People can cam how we can win. Alec tries to take charge, bossing everyone. Miriam and Dan argue about measurements. Gret gets furious and smashes frosting everywhere. They looked rushed, uneven taste. Purple wins again, continuing their undefeated streak. Alec, as the MPV of the leadership, gets to choose which teal team is eligible. Alec, wait, I get to decide who might go home? This is huge, but if I play it safe, I can pick Gret. But if I want to play smart, I pick Ellie. She's strong, she's smart, she's all-controlling teal. If she makes the merge, she'll be dangerous. At ceremony, Alec names Ellie as his pick. Ellie glares at him furious. Really, Alec, you'll regret this. Yeah, maybe I will. Despite his choice in the votes, it didn't go his way. Instead, Ellie and the group turn on Miriam. I took my shot on Ellie. No, Ellie and Miriam are both out this episode. Okay. So let's just, yeah. I just want to skip to the point where we get to elimination. Vulnerable. Miriam for cautioning the hurting the team. Ellie's eliminated. Miriam, she leaves bitter saying Teal never appreciated her. Alec's shaken but proud. I actually did it. Ellie's gone. Miriam's gone. The two threats won. I had. Miriam's gone. The two biggest threats in one night. Who knows? I'm just a quiet eye anymore. Alright. Episode 6. Alec is making his moves, alright? Alec is making moves. Oh yeah, this episode's a team swap then. So, who actually wins the challenge? Oh yeah, it didn't really matter. So, I'm gonna spin to decide who goes, who goes home on this team. Like, who's gonna join Dan / Gret? No! Heads it's Dan, tails it's Gret. So tails it's Gret who gets swaps. Now I will allow Alec to swap over because it's a not elimination round. It is a team swap. If it's an elimination, then we have to reroll. But Alec, you get swapped to teal. Winner. Dan and Alec and Gret swap teams. Okay. And we got Gret. Alright. So Gret is on this team. Alright. So Gret is here. So who's gonna get on the episode 10 spit it out? So spit it out was the episode where Dan, of course, got eliminated. So Dan got eliminated here. But let's see who wins. Episode 7. Spit it out. Now, Alec, the last episode took themed Ashley and Furious to complete focus. Dan focuses. Surprisingly, Gret. Purple team wins again. Alright. Spit it out. So heads, purple, tails, teal. Alright. Tails, it's tealsy. So, after 7 episodes, the teal team are able to win the challenge. That's funny. That is funny. So, let's see who is going home. No! It's Ashley. No. To be honest, that is heartbreaking. That is actually heartbreaking. And the rest, Fury has Jake, I guess, because Jake and Fury and Gabby and Gret sabotaged Lil's alliance, alright. So, let's see. The merge. So the merge, we have questionnaire if you dare. And this is Ashley's out. Alec in confessional. Oh dear. If I throw it, we're done. This rotates. First total loss. Ashley's eliminated. The group pins puzzle failure on her. Ashley feels upset and glares at Gret for throwing her under the bus. I guess Gret's kind of the big bad in this version. To be honest, I thought it would have still been Fury, but I mean, Alec. Lil, Nick, Gabby, Jake, Fury. Alright. Taking this into consideration, this was about an hour-long video in the original, so I'm pretty happy with this being a little bit shorter than most of my wives and my Fury one. So, the questionnaire challenge. Who wins the challenge? First off, who wins the challenge? It's just Lil, alright. Winner eliminated is Lil. And eliminated. Oh no! Jake is Jake. To be honest, I'm quite happy with that for Jake, considering the fact in the original he was the main antagonist. So the fact he made it into episode 8 was really impressive for him. So now, episode 9 has an interesting situation. So Alec, Nick, Jake, Fury, the host, announced privately she trusts him going forward. Alec thinks she's a genius, but she thinks strategic. Nick, meanwhile, cracks jokes about Purple Team 2.0 trying to reform old bonds. I think he means Dan, because Dan would have been his only teammate, alright? Who actually made it this far. And highlights. Alec stays calm quickly most of the time. He rattles through. Alec Professor says, so yeah, They're on me. Guess I had more on my name for myself. Nick gets several wrong, though. Gabby looks annoyed with him. Jake falls apart under pressure, missing multiple questions, getting eliminated early. Lil surprises everyone with sharp knowledge and outlasting the rest. Lil earning the first merge vote. Jake scrambles, pleading with Alec and Nick to keep him safe. He blames Gabby for the big bossy, saying she is a real threat. Gabby, however, pushes to vote out Jake, calling him dead weight, who will only drag alliances down. Alec listens, carefully torn and professional. Jake's easy to beat and leader, but he's unpredictable. And if everyone thinks he's weak, maybe he's the right one to cut him. Fury Dan lean towards Jake as well, siding with Gabby. Okay, the votes are cast, and Jake leaves disappointed, muttering that nobody gave him the real chance. Jake's gone, honestly, I liked him, but at Merge, there's no room for sympathy. Everyone playing their own game is mine, got in the way this morning. Alright. So, Alec got rid of Jake in this episode, episode 9. Don't open campers inside, alright. Don't open campers inside. Alright, so this episode, we're going to have to talk about who wins the challenge. Because whoever wins the immunity, and then who's going home. So we have 7 people, and only one of them is going to win the challenge. Lil wins again. Alright. Who loses? Who's going home? Oh no, it's Fury. I guess Fury is not the main villain. Alright, so Fury ends up being targeted for the same reasons as she would be in the original. She didn't win, she hasn't really got any allies. Maybe Dan, but I mean, Dan and Nick are probably the only people. Maybe Dan and Nick, but I mean, Dan's the only person who and Nick are left on their team. How did Dan and Nick get to merge? Like, how did Dan of all people make it this far, which I think is really funny. And we lose Fury. So the only people in the original that are here is Alec and Gret at this point. Everyone else was not here in the original version. Actually, Gret might have gone in this episode. Yeah, Gret went in this episode. But Metal of Dishonors. So wait, isn't this the one where Tom gets an immunity totem? So we have to decide. Somebody gets a totem. Alright. So, whoever finds the totem has immunity. So can't be voted off. Alec, Jake's gone the challenge. Don't go inside campers. Horror thing must stay alive, escape before the time runs out. Alex worked well in the puzzle. Dance tries everyone stays focused. Lil back-to-back wins immunity. Alec is worried. Votes cast. Fury is wishing everyone luck before leaving. Vote wasn't the biggest threat, but taking her keeps her spotlight off me. The merge, that's survival. So episode 10. This is Metal of Dishonors. Metal of Dishonor. So, who finds the totem? One of these 6 people are going to find a totem. I probably should have done this in the merge. Somebody found a totem, but I'm just going to say this is this episode. So, Alec finds a totem. Now, Alec can save himself or somebody else if he wants to. It really depends. So, who wins the challenge, then who gets eliminated? Now, if Alec gets voted for, he can save himself. So, Alec wins. And then who gets eliminated? That makes we have to re-roll because Alec cannot get eliminated. Is it Gret? Is it Gret? It's Gret. Okay. Now, to be fair to Gret, she made it final 6. Wow, our final 5 is very different to the original. The only difference we have is Alec is obviously here. But if Alec wasn't Protagonist, we'd have a very different final 5, so... Lil keeps winning. Nick's unpredictable, and Dan, well, he's still playing it safe, but today I feel like I'm a real show. Scavenger hunt. Each totem gives points, but somebody booby trap. Alec discovers hint early, giving him a strong advantage. Winner, Alec. His first individual challenge solidifies his major threat at merge. Gret is obviously the choice. She's loud, overconfident, and already has made enemies. Gret leaves dramatically, Alec, this isn't over. And then Alec was determined. Gabby, sharp. Dan is... Well, he's still Dan. But in the driver's seat, I'm not trying to stop until the last one. Episode 11. Lights out. Okay, so episode 11, we have a lights out. So somebody wins a light out. Who wins? Remember, Alec has the totem. Gabby. So Gabby wins immunity. Now, it could be anyone. Alec. So Alec. Home, but he uses his totem to eliminate Alec and Gabby. No, Alec can eliminate anyone else except Gabby. So who did Alec choose to eliminate? I'm really hoping it's Lil because she won the most challenges. Yes, so it's Lil. Gabby. I feel like it does make the most sense though to eliminate her at this point because she's gonna win most of the challenges. She's gonna make it really far. So I feel like Alec does have the logic to assume he's gonna make it. So, episode 12. And okay, lights out. Episode 12. Boom. So episode 12 we have Trials. Triple. Okay, so this is episode the team one. Okay. So Gabby wins the challenge. Our confessional. I'd be done. Everyone wants me out. And Will's right behind me taking challenge almonds, but I have one shot to flip this game. I'm taking them. The totem immediately saves him. Shocking grasps. The host reveal that Alex now chose who goes home instead of being eliminated. Alec deliberately thinks strategically. Lil is a strong competitor. She's a threat. She's challenges socially. If she doesn't get taken out, I'm next in line. Thoughts are casted. Okay. Lil's gone. That's my game. but now everyone knows I'm playing to win. Gabby's going to be gunning for me. Nick's predictable and Dan as well. Versus Teal. The purple is Alec and Gabby. Teal, Dan and Nick. Okay. So heads, it's Alec's team. Tails, it's the other team. So Dan, the teal team wins. Eliminated Gabby. Okay. So Gabby goes home. And then we got to do boom boom. So we got winner, runner up, and that's it. Alright. So let's see if this is the case. Episode 12. Episode 13 is next. So episode 12, Alec's hard, determined to protect himself, and Gabby is strong but miscarried, cost the proper team. The team wins. Alec, we lost. That means someone from the proper team is going home. Gabby's strong. The hosts explain the team losing must. One member, Alec and Gabby, discuss quality, but they can't form a strong encounter. The vote cast as Gabby is eliminated, leaving Alec as the last purple member. Her feelings mixed and relief at sorrow. Gabby's gone. She's a strong, great player, but the game doesn't wait for emotions. I'm still here. It's all on me. Teal, strong, Nick and Dan, but I've survived every challenge so far. The time is quite smart, stay unpredictable, face do or die challenge. Alright, episode 13, finale. Alec versus Dan versus Nick. Now, I don't know how Dan made it this far, right? I really don't. But Dan somehow made Final 3. And to me, that is just bizarre. Alec, Nick, and Dan, alright? To me, that is bizarre. It makes no sense for Dan to make it this far. So, episode 13. We'll press on do for that. So, episode 13 is A Heart's Desire, alright? So, who is third place? Who came last in this challenge? Between Nick, Dan, and Alec. Okay, so Dan is last. So somehow Dan, we'll say, was really slow. I guess Nick would be faster than Dan, so I can see it. And I think we'll flip a coin. So heads, it's Alec. Tails, it's Nick. Heads, it's Alec. Tails, it's Nick. So Alec wins the challenge. Alright. Winner of season, Alec. Okay. Round 3, finalists, Alec and Dan. Okay, so Nick struggled to complete the challenge result. Third place, Dan. The jury gameplay is truly Alec's bold moves. Nick is recognized for his challenge, skill, and humor, but some see him as unpredictable and lack strategic depth, focus, and risk. Okay. So yeah, first Alec, second Nick, third Dan, fourth Gabby, fifth Lil, sixth Brett, seventh Fury, eighth Jake, ninth Ashley, 10th/11th Miriam and Ellie, 12th Will, 13th Drew, and 14th Tom. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry it wasn't as long as the Fury one, but I'm thinking in the future not to do ChatGPT and just do like my own little spin on it. Just, explaining the challenges and how it would go in universe. I might do like the Walking Dead rewrite with Alec as the protagonist. That could be cool, and Fury. All my protagonist videos like into different ones. Yeah. So farewell.